like, Courtney, how do you know? Girl, because I tried it back in March. She got the inside scoop, baby. So what's up, Court Crew, and welcome back to the channel. It's your girl, Courtney Jinean, and I'm back with another video. In today's video, we are going to be reviewing the new Outre True Frontal Peak Edge Unit 708. Y'all, I say this in almost every single video, and every single video is true. I'm so excited about today's unit. Before we jump in, if this is your first time seeing me here on the YT, hey girl, hey, my name is Courtney Jinean. I do all things here on this channel, but I do have a lifestyle channel called Keeping Up with Courtney, where I do more lifestyle content like vlog, makeup, fashion, cooking, anything my little heart desires, I do on that channel. So if you want to see more of me, or if you just like lifestyle content, definitely subscribe and join the Court Crew family over there. And with that, let's go ahead and jump right into today's video. All right, y'all, so like I mentioned, today's unit is the new True Frontal Peak Edge 708. This unit is still under that True Frontal collection, which is known and loved for its Widow's Peak hairline. But this unit also, as you can see in the name, it has the word edge in it. So it comes with some razor edges. And you might be like, Courtney, how do you know? Girl, because I tried it back in March. She got the inside scoop, baby. So before we jump in and like try on the unit, let's go ahead and talk about the key features about this collection. All right, y'all, so if you are new to the True Frontal collection, let's go over the key features of this collection. So if you are new to the True Frontal collection, this collection is known for the following key features. Fully hand-tied 13x6 lace frontal, extends deeper and wider at the temples, Widow's Peak hairline, and pre-shaped pre-pluck, ear-to-ear soft Vanish HD transparent lace, freestyle baby hairs, comes with pre-attached elastic band, fast, easy, and effortless glueless installs, pre-plucked hairline, heat styling friendly. Now, whenever a unit has edge, so when this collection first dropped, it was called like Peak 701, Peak 702, Peak 703. When it has the edge in it, so this is Peak Edge 708, it comes with some razor edges. Now, what I love about Outre is that compared to the other, and we don't want to talk about the other synthetic brands, but I'm gonna talk about them real quick, just for a second. Walk with me, okay? One thing I like about Outre is that they definitely do listen to their customers, and they not only listen to them, but they also take note of like what we are doing to customize our units to make it our own, so that it's easier for us to install our units, which I think is just great. Like for years now, we've been using like our little razors to cut edges, and now they are like adapting and making their units come so pre-styled and so pre-customized that it's so much easier. It cuts down on like install time, it cuts down on so many, like it just cuts down on the amount of time that you need to customize a unit, because they're doing so much in the factories, in the upfront, so that when it comes to us, it's truly beginner friendly, truly easy to install. So I absolutely love that. But yeah, those are the key features of this collection. Let's go ahead and talk about this unit in particular. So this is what the stock card looks like, you guys. I actually did pick up the stock card color today. I got this unit in the color DRST Berry Valentine. Super excited, you guys. I feel like Outre does pink really well, but I just have never gotten my hands on a pink color before. Inside, it kind of goes over those key features. It also shows the stock card model in a couple different colors and styles, and then the back highlights the different color blends that this unit comes in. So it comes in 1B2, dark violet, jade blue, creamy toffee, Malibu blonde, ginger brown, vanilla espresso, and berry valentine. So like I mentioned, I did pick up this unit in berry valentine, but I do have some clips of what vanilla espresso looks like on me as well, so I will insert that into this video too. But I'm super excited about today's unit, so let's go ahead and jump right on in. Okay guys, so this is the unit. I don't know, do y'all care about packaging? I really love the packaging, so we're gonna talk about it for a little bit. But this is how your unit will come, you guys. I really love the fact that the box is so sturdy, so if you choose to, you can store your units directly in this box. Sometimes I will take it out of the box because the box can be a little bulky for storage, but it also makes it easy because you can see like what the name of it, what color it is, right directly on the box. Inside you have your paper, and here is the unit, you guys. I'm so excited to try pink. I don't think I've ever tried a pink wig. Actually, that's a lie. I have tried a pink wig, but it wasn't given this type of pink. So let's go ahead and open her up. We're gonna talk about the cap construction and all that jazz. Oh my gosh, that color is so freaking stunning. Okay, before I take this unit out of the packaging all the way, I want you guys to see the razor edges. Like, can you tell? I don't know if you can tell. Let me see if I can get closer. But the edges are right here, razor edge here, razor edge here, like it's diagonal. So the edges aren't just like one length and curled. They kind of have that feather effect. So it's like goes from shorter to longer in the back. That's why I say I feel like Outre definitely takes note, watches how we're customizing our units, and like makes it so that we don't have to do a lot of customization. So okay, you guys, so this is what the inside of the cap looks like. With these units, you get a 13x6. I like a 13x6. You guys know I'm very much a lazy wig installer, so I typically don't like lay down the whole frontal, but I do like the option of being able to decide how I want to style my wig and have that styling versatility. So I like that. And this is the Vanish HD lace. Now we all know this lace has been very, very soft in the past. And I'm not saying that you should not be soft. I feel like you should always handle the lace with care, no matter what unit you're using or you're reviewing or you're wearing from Outre. You guys know that my wig definitely, which unit was it? I think it was Peak 704 for me personally that ripped. So we'll see how that works today, because when I ripped my 704 wig, it ripped when I was just like pulling the wig up on my head, and we don't want that to happen, you know, like as you're just like putting on a wig. You still want to handle it with care. I'm not saying not handle it with care. Definitely handle this with care, but it should not rip for you. So we'll be the test today. What else would I want to say? Oh, this has an elastic band, which I think is really great. It's actually pretty sturdy and adjustable, so you can make it tighter, looser, as you see fit. We have a comb in the back as well as an adjustable strap, so a number of ways to have security. The color, you guys, I think it's so pretty. Such a pretty pink color. So with that, let's go ahead and try her on. So I actually did a poll to ask you guys which true frontal unit you wanted to see first, and this one won, of course. I don't know if it's the color or what, but y'all like this one more than 706. And someone said 708 is giving rock star, which it definitely is giving rock star. It looks so freaking good. Let me tell you guys why I really like this unit. And I guess like this isn't really a first impressions, because I have tried this unit before. I tried it in the vanilla espresso color and I actually wore that unit for a good minute, so I kind of know what are my overall thoughts on this unit before I even like finish this video. Sips tea, literally. But let me tell you guys straight off the pack what I love about this unit. Pre-pluckness. This gorgeous, you guys. Before I even get into my pros, cons about, I'm ready to end the video. Get this unit now, okay? Before I get into like my initial thoughts on this unit specifically, not the other color that I tried, but before I get into that, one thing that I will say, you guys, and definitely check your unit, especially if you have run into like the wig ripping on you a little bit, definitely check the inside of your cap. This unit does come with an adjustable strap, but it also comes with an elastic band, and sometimes the elastic band is already kind of like adjusted a little bit, so you want to make sure, especially if you have a bigger head, make sure that it's not adjusted tight or like have a little bit of room. Make sure it's like all the way loose so it's easy to apply, because I did notice that mine, it wasn't super tight, but it was adjusted a little bit. So when I put this on, I was like, oh, it's already fitting a little snug, and I think it's because the elastic band comes a little bit adjusted a little bit. So just double check that. But I didn't run into no ripping, so we're doing good so far, okay? But let's get into my initial thoughts. Okay, so we have to talk about this color. This color is very pretty. I definitely think I was trying to go on theme with the box. The box is pink, so I wanted to wear pink, and I knew the color was pink, but I definitely think I might change my top, especially because these are pajamas anyway, so I'm gonna be changing anyway. But I was just thinking to myself, like, I think I want to put on black, maybe a black top when I actually like finish installing her and everything, because of the fact that I think that the light pink it doesn't clash, but it's not giving me, you know, like, I feel like sometimes your outfit, your makeup can really alter how a unit feels for you. And that's what I'm feeling right now. I feel like the pink is not giving for me. I want it to give rock, alt, edgy, those type of vibes. And I think a black top will do that for me. So that's the first thing. But I really do like the color. I think that pink is a color that looks good on everyone. And I feel like this type of approach to pink, so the fact that it has a dark root, it kind of has that gradient effect. It's not just all pink. I think that this is a more beginner friendly or entry level way into pink. The overall style of this unit. Now this unit I have tried, this will be the third Peak collection or true frontal collection unit that I've tried. I've tried 701, Actually, this is the 4th. I've tried 701, 702, 704, and now 708. And this is definitely in my top 2. My top 2 right now has to be 704 and 708. Just because I feel like if you're someone who likes that yucky texture, you're gonna love 704. But this is a more silky texture. I've said this before, but I feel like every person needs like a straighter style, and this is my type of straight style. You wanna know why I love it? Because it has so many layers, you guys. We hit the jackpot. Like, this unit has so many layers. You can have it in the middle part like this. You can also do a side part moment, which looks really pretty too. It all depends on how you like to style your units, and you have that kind of versatility because of the fact that it has that 13x6 frontal, so we love that for us. The pre-pluckedness, I think that it looks pretty good. Let's talk about these edges, y'all. The edges look so good. Look so good. Like, can y'all see them? I don't even know if y'all can see them. I like that they're kind of like hidden right now because it does stress the fact that like you don't have to use the edges if you don't like. They are there, so it's gonna be much easier to utilize the edge if you'd like. And maybe I should do I'm like going back and forth because I really like the middle part, but I'm also like, maybe I should do a side part because I think the edges really are able to get their shine when you're doing like that deep side part type of look. Decisions. I don't know what I want to do. I'm like going back and forth because I really like the middle part, but the side part, like I said, showcases the razor edge a little bit better, which I think is like the whole point of this collection. So maybe I will do a side part. I might do a side part for you guys today. But I want to hear from you guys. Let me know down in the comments. One, I want to hear your thoughts on this collection. If you've tried the True Frontal collection, let me know your thoughts down below. If you haven't tried it, are you open to trying it? What are your thoughts about the new Peak Edge units and how it comes with those razor edges? And then let me know your thoughts on this color. Okay, it's just a new color. Do we want to see more units in this color? I want to hear from you guys down below. And yeah, let me go put this on my mannequin head real quick so you guys can see what I'm talking about with the razor edges. Bonnet core is back, but I really wanted to show you guys these razor edges. Like, it is literally everything you kind of need in an edge, which I love. And it's on both sides. So you kind of have those wispy edges in the front, but on either side, you have the more razor edge where it's like a diagonal cut. You can obviously cut it shorter if you'd like, but it's a great starting point in my opinion. So.
New Kung Fu Kitty. Ain't nobody praying for me. Y'all know what happens on earth stays on earth. Here we go. I don't give a fuck. I don't give a fuck. I don't give a fuck. I'm willing to die for this shit. I done cried for this shit. Might take a line for this shit. Put the Bible down and go out for a knife for this shit. DOT, my enemy, won't catch a vibe for this shit. Ayy, I've been stuffed out in front of my mama. My daddy commissary made it to commas. Bitch, all my grandma's dead, so ain't nobody praying for me. I'm on your head, ayy. 30 millions later, know the feds watching. Auntie on my telegram like me cautious. I be hanging out in towns, I be on Stockton. I don't do it for the gram, I do it for Compton. I'm willing to die for this shit, nigga. I drink your fucking life for this shit, nigga. We ain't going back to broke, family selling dope. That's why you ninny ass rap niggas better know.
Alright, Court Crew, here's the completed look of the new Outre True Frontal Peak Edge. And again, this is in the color DRST Berry Valentine. Now, I do have some thoughts, but before we get into my pros, cons, and final thoughts on this unit, let's revisit the key features of this collection. Fully hand-tied 13x6 lace frontal. Yes, this comes with a 13x6, which is perfect for the girls who love parting versatility. I've been getting a lot of questions, especially when I review melted hairline units that come with a set part. Like, can you change the part on this? And unfortunately with the melted hairline collection, you kind of can't change the parting, you can only shift the unit. But with the perfect hairline and any kind of sub collection underneath the perfect hairline, like the True Frontal, the swoop series, you do have options for parting versatility. So if you are a girl who likes to switch it up, this is the unit for you. Extends deeper and wider at the temples, yes. And I felt like this unit fit my head shape pretty well. I had to cut off just a little bit, but only on one side, and I felt like that was great. But also I feel like this feature also impacts the razor edge. Like, I feel like the edge just fell into place effortlessly, which I don't know, I don't think I can say the same for other synthetic wigs on the market. Outre Peak hairline, pre-shaped and pre-plucked. Yes, like you guys, I remember when I first, oh my gosh, like I feel like this collection holds a special place in my heart because I remember doing a TikTok live where we kind of like introduced this collection back in December of 2024. Every time there's like a new unit, I'm always like intrigued or inspired to go get it. I remember when I first did that TikTok live showcasing the first units a part of this collection, so 701, 702, and 703. The comments on that live were all about like, is this how it comes? Like, did you pluck it at all? And I would have to be like, no, like literally, how would I have done that? Like literally, you guys, I'm getting on this live, like I'm doing this all live. So I just thought that was so funny. But like when I tell you every single unit, I have been very, very impressed with the pre-plucked action on these units. I think I do have a personal favorite so far of like what's my favorite peak true frontal unit. So we'll get into that during my pros, cons, and final thoughts. But yes, this collection is known for the pre-pluckedness, and it kind of has spoiled me to the fact where I like get another unit from another collection or even another brand, and I'm just like, I need that Outre Peak. I need that Outre Peak. Let me go ahead and pluck that because I need it bad. Ear to ear, soft, vanish, HD, transparent lace. I think I mentioned this. I definitely get a stronger vibe from this lace compared to the earlier units, and I really applaud Outre because I feel like they listen to us like in so many ways, not just like looking to see how we customize our hairlines and are coming out with new features like the razor edge in order to make it easier for us to install our units or save time with installing, but they also look at reviews and see, okay, with the previous unit, the lace was ripping a little bit too easily. Like I know that I experienced it with 704, and although I was able to save the install, like it didn't rip too much, I caught it before I completely ruined the wig. But I did not have that issue with this unit. This unit felt a lot stronger in terms of this lace. It's still soft, so I want to say this, don't like go crazy and be yanking and yanking. Still treat it with like care, but you don't have to feel like the unit is fragile to the point where like you can barely move it because you're scared of ripping. With my unit, I can't say for all units, but for my unit today, I just feel like I see a huge difference in the lace. And also, if you're someone with a bigger head, make sure when you open up your unit, make sure that like your unit is not adjusted already. Like make sure it's all the way open or all the way loose so that you can put it on with ease. Freestyled baby hairs, yes, you guys. And the razor edge, now we're gonna get into this because I feel like the razor edge might be a little controversial because some people love baby hairs. I am one person who like, I have always loved baby hairs. I love the way they look. I feel like they look so cute and like girly and dainty. But I used to be a baby hair hater because I didn't know how to cut them. So if you're one of those people, and it's okay if you are, if you're one of those people, then you will absolutely love this collection. But I do think that some people just like really don't like baby hairs. And if that's the case, I would not purchase one of these units. But we'll get into that into my pros, cons, and final thoughts. Tons of pre-attached elastic band, yes. Fast, easy, and effortless fluids installs, yes. Pre-plucked hairline, of course. And heat styling friendly, yes. So let's get into my cons, you guys. So I wouldn't personally categorize this as a con, but I do think it's something that you should be aware of. The baby hairs are very, very prominent. Yeah, I think the word is prominent. Like they are there, okay? So if you are a baby hair hater, okay, and there are some people out there who hate baby hairs with a passion, like it's low-key their personality, no shade. If you are one of those people, I would definitely not go for this unit. I will say that the razor cut edges make the unit look so freaking cute, especially in the side part. So if you're someone who loves a middle part, I don't think you'll really notice the baby hairs as much because they're really prominent on the side. So perfect for like these deep side parts, updos or like half up, half down type of styles. I think you'll really see them. But if you're someone who loves the middle part, then I think you'll be okay. But I think the baby hairs are going to be controversial. It's going to be people who love baby hairs, and there's going to be people who don't like baby hairs. So if you don't like baby hairs, do not get this because the baby hairs are prominent. It's not like the typical unit where you have a couple like little baby hairs in the front and you could swoop them or you could cut them off. No, they are there, okay? So like I mentioned, I have had this unit, well, not this specific color, but I tried vanilla espresso back in March, and I have been wearing that unit. You probably saw it in some recent videos too, but this unit does tangle a bit, okay? And that had to come, like I didn't experience it the first time I wore the unit. It came with wear, but that's just something to be cautious of, is that it will tangle up on you eventually. Also, what I kind of saw with my first unit was that I kind of go back and forth because I feel like this length and this density is very natural looking, but for me, I would have appreciated just a smidge more hair, because I'm someone who loves big hair. So if you are someone who likes big hair or you like a more yucky texture, I would say probably skip this unit and wait for a more kinky, firm yucky texture to come out a part of this collection. Or we're gonna get into my favorite unit from this collection that I probably would like if you like a more yucky texture, but this is a more silky texture. So of course it did tangle up with wear. It does look a little bit more on the natural side, natural density side, because of the fact that it doesn't have that yuckiness to it that gives it a little bit more density. I don't know, I always find that. But those are the only two things that I would cautious about this unit, is it will tangle. The density, I feel like I could have used a little bit more hair. And then if you are anti-baby hairs, girl, do not get this unit, okay? Read the stock card before checking out. Now pros, you guys, but one of my biggest regrets in life, or with this channel maybe, is that I never picked up Outre Lorena in Rouge Pink. The one that got away, literally. And it has, like, I don't know if it just hasn't restocked in 10 years or if they just they don't make them anymore. I don't know, but I haven't been able to get my hands on that color. So when I saw Berry Valentine, I was like, I need it. I have to get it because I need to live out my pink girl fantasy, okay? So I'm absolutely obsessed with this color. I hope that Outre not only releases more units in this color, because I think it's gorgeous and it's a more wearable pink. I think I was a little bit nervous at first to purchase Lorena in Rouge Pink because of the fact that, like, it was fully pink and, like, what if I didn't feel confident in it? But then after seeing it on other people, I was like, oh, I could do this, and then it was sold out, you know? So I feel like this is a more wearable pink, perfect for the girls who, like, want to try color but love to have a dark root as a crutch in a way. So I really love the color. Overall, love the style, you guys. I think I tried to cut like a little bit more right here. Overall, I really love how this unit has a lot of layers. If a wig has layers in it, I instantly fall in love. I don't know, there's some science behind it, but obsessed with the overall style of this unit. I do think that I'm obsessed with the razor edges. I feel like this is just going to make my life a little bit easier, because honestly, you guys, I don't often do baby hairs. Sometimes I'll do them if I really feel like the unit kind of needs them, but it does take a lot of effort to do them. So the fact that they were already pre-cut, I really love that about this unit. Now, all in all, I really love this collection. I told you guys why it holds a special place in my heart, because literally I kind of did a little preview with the units on TikTok Live, but I just remember how I started this channel and how I just wasn't feeling as confident with my widow's peak, so I would always wear side parts. I wouldn't want to draw attention to it. So seeing the influx of like a Legos hairline on a synthetic wig, or like having Legos hairlines become more of a trend, widow's peak hairlines coming more of a trend, it's just interesting to see. So I absolutely love this collection because it also kind of reflects my hair journey and how I have become more confident with my widow's peak and like loving my widow's peak. I get it from my grandma. Hey, Barb. But yeah, so I really love the overall like approach to this collection and how it's like highlighting widow's peak hairlines, because your girl has one and now I want all my wigs to have them too. So this collection makes it so much easier. If I had to choose my perfect, like my favorite peak unit so far, it would definitely be 704. I feel like that type of unit is just my go-to. It had density, it had a little bit of yucky texture to it. It wasn't a super silky unit, and that's the type of vibes I get from this unit. But this unit is definitely top 2 because I really love the overall style. The only thing that would definitely have bumped this unit up to that #1 spot is if it had a different texture, if it had a little bit of yuckiness to it, because I love the layers, love the overall color, love the style of this unit. But you know, there's just that one thing, the texture. I love a yucky texture, and I think it's because nowadays I really do like I said, nowadays I like to mimic my wig hairlines to look like my natural hairline, so I always am more and more plucking a widow's peak if I have to pluck. Never with the true frontal, but when I have to pluck. And then I also really like more, not coarser, but kinky, yucky textures, because my hair is 4C. And if I had a choice, I would definitely go for more yucky textures compared to a more silky unit. I am going to be reviewing 706, I believe is the name of it. I think it's called 706, but I will be reviewing that unit too coming up soon. So I'm excited to see how the razor edge looks on that unit as well. But I want to hear from you all. Let me know down in the comments. What are your thoughts on this new collection, new additional key feature about the Peak Edge units? Which one are you most excited for? So they're coming out with 706, 708, and 707. So I would love to hear what unit you're thinking of picking up. A lot of great units are dropping in April, and I bought so many wigs, like Outre be in my pockets bad, okay? But I want to hear from you all down in the comments. Thank you so much to Outre for sending me this unit, and with that, I'll see you guys in the next one. Bye guys.